Hello everyone, I'm Joseph Medicis, a criminal justice student working in Professor Patnode's class. Today I'm responding to the final assignment for Pillar 1, which talks about being a guardian and not a warrior, community-oriented responses, communication between officials and officers, and having a better system of ensuring procedural justice, especially by increasing diversity in police forces. Law enforcement agencies, according to Pillar 1, should proactively promote public trust and integrity. And it's critical for any institution that deals with the public to have a high degree of public trust so that when the police go to help, they are seen as helpers and not harmers. They are seen as guardians and not warriors. The police transitioning from the mindset of being a warrior to the mindset of being a guardian is essential for conducting policing in the modern age. And the way that you can switch is the way that we can switch the officers on the ground's mentality is by training them better, giving them better resources, and giving them our respect because they have one of the hardest jobs in society. So when I decided to pick a positive policing program, I searched through and chose Boston Police because my cousin Ryan works on the BostonPD, and I figured I could get very valuable information from him. So I chose that department, and I chose to highlight the outline for their response to Pillar 1, which was the HEAL Violence Prevention Grant Program. So, as I'm sure you're all aware, Obama in the past passed legislation which made it so that every law enforcement bureau in the country that receives federal funding had to outline their plan to address police corruption, to address the issues found in Pillar 1, like building trust, legitimacy, and transparency, and a number of other things. And the HEAL Violence Prevention Grant Program on the website, you can find it on the Massachusetts government website. It appears to outline the goals that they have. They want to do diversity inclusion, they want to do this, and they want to do that, but in reality, the HEAL Violence Prevention Grant Program doesn't seem to be implemented anywhere. I looked far and wide for its implementation, and I even asked my cousin, who is a police officer in the Boston Police Department, about the HEAL Violence Prevention Grant Program, and he said that he'd never heard of it. And when I realized that, that highlighted many of the problems in general with the criminal justice system. Since there's such bad communication about the goal of what officers are supposed to be doing, that many people get lost, and lots of things are lost in communication, and things like this are what lead to public trust decreasing. It's something I've heard called organized hypocrisy. The idea that the person who is the mouthpiece of the police, the public spokesperson of the police, is saying things that are completely different from what officers actually do and what the intentions of police officers really are. What their words are end up being almost totally different than what actually gets done. And this is a very big problem because if there's organized hypocrisy in the police force, no one will trust them. It will not build any legitimacy. So there are real things being done though, besides this fake program, which is probably existing just to be a convenient search result. There's things like Youth Connect, a program that works with the Boys and Girls Club of Boston to make sure that young people who are at risk of gang violence are supported. My cousin Ryan showed me two programs that are actually worked with in the Boston Police, which are Youth Connect and Operation Exit. Operation Exit is another program which allows young people to enter trade unions, and through the pathway of entering a trade union, working with the Boys and Girls Club, thousands of people have been lifted out of poverty, have been lifted out of a life of gang violence, and social work has helped this considerably. The police force in Boston has social workers from the Boys and Girls Club that work with them, and 50% of the 17,000 people that they helped lead a life that was not gang violence, 51% of them, were recommended by the Boston police. So a relationship between the police and different institutions is key to beating the problems we face in the criminal justice system. The police are doing their job, but everyone who's supposed to be helping them turns on them. Gangbangers get released back onto the street over and over again and have to be rearrested. The court system isn't as tough as it used to be on people, and criminals know that they can commit crimes and get away with it a number of times before they get into serious trouble and see years and years of jail time. I'm not saying we should have harsher sentences, but I am saying that if you break the law in a violent way, you should have the harshest penalties put upon you if you destroy the public peace in society. That's what the police are here for. So I want the mutual respect and agreement between the police and society to be renewed through a new push by the institutions of criminal justice to support and back their police officers. And in the future, policing should continue to move forward with transparency and public trust at the center stage, with programs like Youth Connect and the outreach by the Boys and Girls Club of Boston, and programs like Operation Exit. We are making strides into the future to have a better police force. Thank you.